All right. Well, we're going to take out the concubine.
We're going to mercilessly murder this concubine.
This is Looney, by the way.
And I'm Octo. Okay, hold on, though. Is it murdering her? Are we murdering her?
Well, it's like...
Or are we in a war with her? Because there's a difference between killing in a war and murder.
Yeah. Well, no, she's a threat, so I mean...
Those would be the same instincts that led me into this.
You know.
Law of averages. You've got to be right sometime.
This woman has tude.
Yeah.
She's like the Persian Beckett from Castle.
Yeah, pretty much. I was actually thinking about that.
She looks a lot like her.
I was going to make a comment, and then you ever have a comment in your mind, you're like, oh, this would be really funny, and then you start thinking about the entire group of people that you would offend if you say it, and you're like, is it worth it? And you weigh the options, and then you're like,
Yeah.
I don't want to offend everyone. So,
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm just going to withhold that comment for now.
Probably good.
Yeah, probably a good thing.
This is the scene I was talking about. You don't remember it.
No, I don't at all. I'm assuming it's a concubine, so I'm assuming you're going to, like, burst into a bedroom or something. That's what she's there for. That's what a concubine is.
Well, let's just see
I'm not
here.
gonna dance around the fact that concubines are just basically extra people to have sex with. Like, that's what she is with the king, right? So, except not with the king, with this god guy.
Well, we're gonna go take care of this. See, that's really fun right there. I like that.
Yeah, okay, the blue one's good, the red one's fine, the green one's okay. This one, I'm just gonna talk about it until the last episode of this Let's Play. Why? Why are we flying? First of all, you have basically all the pads, right, are
Yeah.
doing the exact same thing. They're getting you from one point to another point.
Yeah.
So why do you add ones that will let you fail?
Well, you know, it's kind of like Apple. You know, they want you to have fun, but only in their restricted
They want you to
boundaries.
listen to good music,
Yeah.
but only on iTunes.
Yeah, exactly.
I have such a problem with iTunes right now. It's so annoying. I have a whole bunch of music on my PC that I use for editing that I don't download from iTunes. I download it off the internet, all legally, but like I grab it from the internet and I try to put it onto my phone because I like a lot of the music, and it's just like, no, iTunes won't allow this to happen because it's not on iTunes. I'm like, well, what if there's music I want that's not on iTunes? Well, too bad. It's like, what are you? You were the worst program.
Forget about her. It's time to think about me.
Oh, she's jealous of Elika. That's what it is.
She's a concubine, of course. Makes sense.
Oh, I almost got that one.
She just blocked your sword with her tail. Did you see that?
Oh, got it.
Nice. Did that do damage to her? I didn't see.
No, but it blocks.
It's really hard to start a combo on her with your sword.
Yeah, it is.
That's not improving her looks.
Oh. Get off me.
So, what's your opinion on QuickTime events? I've probably asked you before, but I forget.
In the right context, I think they can be okay.
Do you think?
Definitely not all the time.
Do you think they're used too much in this game?
No, I think... Well, you know what? You're not fighting hordes, so I understand it. Okay, for some reason my controls were locked up there.
Yeah, that happens on her. I don't know why. There's last time I fought her, I was kind of just standing near the edge of the stage, and I was pushing X, and he just wasn't attacking. I think it's because like it didn't load her animation properly, so it just kind of locks you there for a second until her animation starts, which is stupid.
Okay, and I blocked there too. Oop.
See, because I feel like this game might have a little too many QuickTime events.
Yeah, I can...
Especially against her. Like, she makes you use them a lot. Same with, You didn't have to use them too much in my memory on the Hunter, but you have to use them a ton on the Alchemist and on the Concubine. I don't quite remember the Warrior, like how much you have to use them. I just know you have to get them to the ledge and then stab them off. I don't know if that's a mash X sort of deal to push them or just to stab them. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll try and hang on to that. It seems to be coming in handy.
We need to go to the next floor. That plate should take us there.
Are you in any shape to...
How much more time do you think we have left? We must keep going.
Okay.
So they do this thing a lot, and it actually bugs me, where in cutscene everyone's hurt, and then as soon as you go to play the game, they're fine. There's
Yeah.
a lot of games that do that, and it works in some games, but like when you pound it on the head so much that, man, Elika is super hurt whenever she uses her magic.
Yeah,
Like,
it
you
doesn't.
use it a lot.
Yeah, there's not really that sense of urgency.
Yeah. Like a good example is you have a cutscene, like in a game where, say something like a hitman, right? You shoot a dude like 3 times, he doesn't die. You shoot him a 4th time, he dies. But in a cutscene, you shoot him once, and he's like, and like falling over and almost
See,
dead.
here's one thing I don't like about this game. So that last section there, I was supposed to use Elika, and I hit Y.
Yeah, it doesn't do it.
It didn't
sometimes.
take it, and now I'm all the way back at the start.
Yeah.
And that's what I don't like about this game.
Well, yeah, I hear you. That's why I don't understand why they would have, like, the yellow plate an area where you can fail. Like, the green plate's, it's not hard to fail on it, but it's a lot easier to succeed than it is
Yeah,
to fail.
absolutely.
Where this one, it's just, yeah, we've talked about it, whatever. But, what do you feel on the cutscene, everything hurts more than gameplay?
Yeah, no, I definitely agree.
Like, I understand why it's there for sure, because you want stuff to happen to your characters, and you want to make the player feel, like, oh, the player should feel for this character.
Yeah.
But when you start playing that character again and they're fine, and you do it a lot, it's like, okay, I won't care about this character because you've taught me that he's going to be fine every single time. Like, she just got smacked there, she'll be out for, like, a little bit, and then she'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like, that would make sense, though, because it's like a cutscene, she got hit, and now she's not here for a little bit. If it was like, ow, you smacked me in the back with your giant club, or whatever, and then I just get up right after and I'm fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least she's taken a second.
Get off me.
So, it's sword right now. Something I do really like about the final boss fights with the 4 different main bosses. I do really like how they're multi-tiered, like, you do a set amount of damage and then they flee and you have to chase them. I like that a lot.
Yeah. No, it's true.
Of course, that's typical for most, like, I don't know what to call this game. Like, it's a cinematic platformer, but, like, the swordplay wise, like, I guess it's just any sort of medieval-based,
The next floor is the last one.
by medieval I mean sword fighting
Yeah.
based game where you have multi-tiered bosses, or an RPG, but, like, you wouldn't see... Well, I was gonna say you wouldn't see shooters with multi-tiered bosses, but in Perfect Dark there's a multi-tiered boss, right? You have to shoot the statue behind the main Skadar before you can kill him.
Yeah.
So I guess in shooters they just have to handle the stages differently, which
Yeah.
is interesting.
It's
I
true.
never really thought about that till now.
Well, that's what we do here on the show. you know?
Yeah, think about stuff.
We think about stuff.
What do you think about? Speaking of thinking, what do you think about
Let's all fight.
first-person shooters or third-person shooters having bosses?
I'm okay with it.
See, because good catch.
Thank you.
I have a problem with bosses in third-person, first-person shooters. Well, in any game, really, if the boss is just a damage sponge. So it's like, the boss isn't very hard. He's a normal enemy looking or something like that. He just takes a lot of bullets to kill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
doesn't really make sense to me. Like, I get why they do it, but you're not making an interesting boss.
This is the scene I was talking about right here.
Okay.
Check this out. little bit of a conundrum, as Mafuki would say.
Okay.
How do we know which one?
Jump off the ledge? Or touch them. I mean, that works too.
No? So I'll save some time here. Basically, the same thing happens when you go up to each one.
Okay.
So you're right. You
Yeah,
just
you
go
jump
up
off,
and you
because
just jump
the
off
real
the
one will
ledge.
save you.
Better work.
Try not to do anything stupid.
I knew you'd save me.
What if I'd fallen unconscious again?
Ha. Oh, I didn't think of that.
See, it's like Castle and Beckett right
Yeah, a
there.
little bit.
You took the test. You failed.
No, I succeeded. You're gonna fail.
So, like, a good example of a bullet sponge is did you ever beat Halo 2?
I think so.
If you remember the boss from Halo 2, spoilers for a game that came out in 2003, you fight a brute named Tartarus. And when you fight him, you play as the Arbiter, which is the elite you play as in Halo 2. And Sergeant Johnson is there with you, is the black guy. He's the coolest Marine character in the entire Halo series. And Johnson has to fire a full magazine of the sniper rifle into Tartarus to get his shield down, and then you just shoot him a whole bunch. And I don't like that, because it's just shoot him a whole bunch.
I have no choice.
Aha.
It's lame.
Well, here
It's
we
not
go.
like you have to get behind him or anything. You just shoot him. It's dumb.
Bleep, bloop.
Hey!
You're right. Let's get out of here. After all this, I'll get you those carpets you wanted.
What carpets?
You know, redecorate the palace like you've been saying.
I'm not the concubine. She's gone. You're stuck with me.
Wonderful.
That wasn't an illusion either.
Let's get out of here.
All right, time to leave.
Run for your life!
More plates, yay!
Yay, more flying plates. All conveniently placed.
Yes.
So does that mean everyone in this palace, right? Back when it was like a palace,
Yeah.
everyone had these magical powers.
Yes.
Because the plates are all over the place. And they need to be used to ascend.
Oh, that was kind of easy.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
What she said,
Was designed to drive a wedge between us. You said it yourself.
some of it was true, though. I do serve my people, and
Hey, I'm looking for a way out of here without a dark god chasing me across the desert. All right? Don't worry about me, princess.
no, of course not. We'll finish this, and then you can find your donkey.
And you can get back to ruling your people. Everything back as it was. Just as you want.
Well, we haven't finished this yet.
All right.
Alrighty. So, next time, guys, it's round 2 with the warrior.
Yeah.
See you guys then.